Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Super Anime Bros podcast. As always, I'm your host, Rosario, joined by my brother, Angelo. And today we're going to talk about our trip to Japan, Part 3.
Sorry.
Part 3.
Welcome back, everybody.
Thank you.
Sorry, it's been a little longer than usual.
A week and a half.
You know, I feel like it's definitely been 2 weeks.
It's been maybe 2 weeks. You guys be the judge of that.
Yeah, so we had, Thanksgiving coming up, and we didn't really get to record anything that weekend. And then I got sick, and then you got sick. So
Yes, indeed.
You know, that was all last week, so...
Yeah.
So sorry for the delay in this episode, but
I think they'll forgive us.
hope you guys are all doing
We're
good.
the best fans in the world.
And excited to hear more about our Japan trip, because that's what we're
doing, yeah.
we're doing today.
This is the last 2 days of Tokyo we have ahead of us. And we've been on a pretty much 2-day cadence. Though, honestly, like, in thinking back, and maybe I'll be wrong, I feel like this won't take, like, an hour to do these 2 days.
We said that last week, or the last episode.
Last time, like, we had some full days. You know?
We had pretty full days, man. I think there's going to be a pretty common theme here
I guess, dude.
of getting a lot done.
I guess. Well, remind me of what happened. So, I mean, I think...
So, actually, I was going to start this one off because I went off by myself.
I don't recall
because Mike had went off by himself, and then
slept?
When the door closed when he left,
Oh,
I did not. It woke me up. I did not wake up while he was in the getting ready, showering. But the door closing is like, ooh, time to get up.
Yeah.
So I got up. I walked around. I was just literally just strolling, just around Ikebukuro. I ended up going to a 7-Eleven.
Okay.
Not even necessarily.
There's not like a whole lot open that early in the morning.
Not even necessarily the closest one. I was just walking with commuters. I'm like, where are we going now, guys?
Yeah. Lead the way.
And I went to a 7-Eleven. I grabbed a can. It was like an aluminum can, but with the screw off top. Okay. Or an aluminum bottle, then, I guess. The screw off top makes it a bottle. An aluminum bottle of black coffee. And an egg sando, which is an egg salad sandwich. And I found a park not too far away, maybe like a 6-7 minute walk from our hotel. And I posted up. Oh man,
you said it.
I posted up at the park, and I sat down. I got caught up on some journal entries, and I ate my egg sando with my coffee.
Sweet.
I don't really like coffee, so it was very strong because it was just black coffee.
Yeah.
But it was all right. I would drink it again, and the egg sandwich was good. I ate a lot of eggs on this trip, so.
Are we talking like one of the classic, like you see
just
in
your
animes,
classic
egg salad sandwich?
Yes, egg salad sandwich. And I've seen them so many times in shows. I'm like, I gotta just try one.
Yeah.
That's what Kosei would have done from.
It's true. I mean, yeah, a lot of people think they're real hype.
I don't know if it's something I would want to eat. Like, I'd rather just have like a bagel or like cereal for breakfast, but the egg salad sandwich, it was good. I would eat it again.
Yeah.
It was just a nice relaxing morning because that was the first time too I really had wandered off at all by myself. It was cool to just do my own thing and explore a little bit. You know, there wasn't a lot open, so it's not like I went shopping, but I just walked around.
Just browsing around, yeah.
In a place so different from what I'm familiar with, so it was cool.
So now that I think about it, it must have been this morning, but it was definitely one of the mornings when you and Mike were both gone, that I woke up and discovered that my tongue was like black, and I like freaked out a little bit, and it must have been, I had deduced that it was from one of the black coffees I had drank the day prior, and like it didn't come off when I brushed my teeth the night before, I guess, because I guess I didn't scrub my tongue, and I noticed like, I guess I like spit and it was like black, and I'm like, what the heck's going on? Am I like deathly ill in another country?
Yeah.
But then I just scrubbed the heck out of my tongue with a toothbrush and then a towel, and eventually it came off. But that was a fun little thing.
I feel like any kind of medical or anything that like you might worry about your health is definitely a lot scarier in a foreign country.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was the night before or one of the earliest nights.
I don't remember what night it was.
I ended up getting like hives on my hand. And I had no idea why. I still never figured it out, but I was like worried as hell. Fortunately, I did bring allergy medicine, and that helped keep it down. I don't know what it was.
Good for me in the cat cafe.
It wasn't it wasn't the cats. I don't know what could have caused a reaction on my hands. I touched something wrong.
Hand sanitizer.
That's what I deduced. I was using like cheap hand sanitizer, and our mom had that like issue before with like cheap hand
Yeah,
sanitizer.
just like the liquidy stuff they had all around.
Yeah, so at that point forward, I just started using our hand sanitizer.
My hand sanitizer.
Well, our.
Mine.
I used it plenty. I had a backup one for when yours ran out.
Yeah. I was like the hand sanitizer.
But yeah, using the nice hand sanitizer. I guess that's what it was. I mean, they went away, but it definitely was frightening at first.
Yeah.
But
no, I recall that. Yeah.
It is what it is.
That must have been. I guess it must have been one of the nights on the previous one.
I don't know.
Did we talk about Tower Records at all?
Maybe it was this night.
I don't think
yeah, it is.
It is this night?
Yes. So this night, little spoiler for 5 minutes from now, I got hives on my hand while we were shopping.
Huh. Okay.
This was actually a pretty busy day. From this point
it's crazy
out,
to me that this is the same day.
Once we did meet up with Ant, the King of Japan, it became a very shopping-centric day and an exploring day. The first thing we actually did, I don't know if you remember, we got McDonald's. Which was...
Oh, that was this day.
That was this day.
And then I had to carry the trash with me all over the place because you wouldn't eat out in front of the store. You had to find a spot to sit.
No, that was like the last day. We ate in the McDonald's.
We had 2 McDonald's. Oh, and we ate in the McDonald's.
Yes, this was morning, so they didn't have burgers or anything. I ended up getting like a 10-piece nugget.
Yeah. This McDonald's was fine. It was when we had it later in the trip that it was like we got something a little different. And that was much more memorable.
Yeah,
plus, it was memorable because I had the trash with me all day. Thank you.
Yeah, this one was like normal McDonald's. I don't know.
I thought in the moment I was convinced it was definitely a little better.
I think the nuggets were better
because I'm pretty sure I had an egg McMuffin and nuggets,
and I think the barbecue sauce was different.
Yeah, the barbecue sauce was definitely different.
I haven't had normal McDonald's barbecue sauce
might be the
best
best barbecue sauce in the world.
But I do remember it being significantly cheaper. So.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't say significantly. It wasn't.
Wow. I don't know. It was cheaper.
Cheaper than McDonald's here, but definitely more expensive than some of the other stuff we had gotten on the trip.
Yeah. I mean, that's just fast food in general is not always the cheapest option anymore. But it was good.
Okay, McDonald's breakfast. Yeah, that was good. We sat down in there. Yeah. The lady was really helpful that worked there.
Yes, she was nice. She asked where we were from. We said New York.
Yeah. A lot of that on the trip.
A lot of me saying, "Oh, from New York."
New York.
I mean, if there's, a city that a Japanese person would know, if it's not LA, it's New York.
Yeah.
Those are the 2 biggest ones. So it's a lot easier than if I knew how to speak a little more Japanese, if I could have said, oh, it's like 2 hours from New York or something like that, or like near New York.
But even then, like you say 2 hours, like, do they like 2 hours by car? I mean, obviously that's 2 hours by car for us.
I could say 2 hours by car.
Maybe I think they like probably quantify things in distance rather than time.
Well, I don't know my kilometers.
I think that's the case like a lot of places actually.
So yeah.
All right. So
I was from New York.
Yeah. So after McDonald's, the New Yorkers went to Shibuya. So it was our plan to do Shibuya.
We did Shinjuku first.
That's what I meant. Our plan to do Shinjuku and Shibuya kind of in one day after we had gotten the concert tickets, right? Which we'll talk about. We like shifted plans a little bit.
Yeah, originally we were going to do 3 days between Shinjuku, Harajuku, and Shibuya because they're all like in a line. You can walk from Shinjuku to Harajuku, then to Shibuya.
Yeah. So we ended up this day doing Shinjuku and Shibuya. Then the next day we did Harajuku and then the concert.
Yes. Cool. Yeah. What were your thoughts? Brief thoughts. We'll get into it, but just like how'd you feel about Shinjuku
and Shibuya? Just overall, I mean, like, so in planning for the trip and looking where we were going to stay, I think Shinjuku and Shibuya were the 2 first places we really looked. And I would say that I kind of took the lead on, like, picking some... You picked definitely the hotels because they were close to the station, but I feel like I was kind of running it on the areas. And those were the 2 that, we had seen most often in videos that people are staying. They're certainly very crowded and, like, a lot of people... With that, I am so thankful that we decided to stay in Ikebukuro because that was just much more our style. And while I thought Shinjuku and Shibuya were cool, particularly Shibuya there was just so much going on and so many people. It's the Tokyo that I think of or at least thought of before I had gone. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I think that would have been overwhelming had that been our first experience and had that been where we were staying. And I think you agree, but what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, mine are pretty similar. it is. Those are like the two biggest areas in Tokyo, so obviously they're going to be crowded. And we did go on a I think it was a Friday. It was a Friday.
It just says October 10th.
I believe it was a Friday, so it was probably a little more crowded.
Because the concert was on a Saturday.
But I probably would have been much more overwhelmed throughout the whole trip if that's where we were had to walk through just to get to the train every day. I think it's cool. I absolutely think we made the right choice in Ikebukuro as a place to set our home base at.
Yeah.
It was cool to see the Godzilla statue, or I don't know what it is, not really a statue. The Godzilla head.
Yeah, that was the first thing we had gone
to. The electronic billboard with the cat was pretty cool.
Right in Shinjuku, yeah, the Godzilla. I've got some good pictures of it. Some pictures of us with it.
Yeah, it's just
and there's a huge Jujutsu Kaisen poster on the movie theater that the Godzilla's on top of. So forever, my Godzilla photo will have Yuji and Yuta in it, which is kind of funny.
Yeah.
In the Toho cinemas.
We did go. I think we hit a couple arcades up in Shinjuku.
We definitely did, yeah.
They were fine. I think the Ikebukuro ones are better. Maybe we just had better memories there.
Yeah.
We played Mario Kart at one, which was fun. And then I played that one rhythm game with the drums. They have it on the Wii.
Yeah, I remember that. The Mario Kart was great, yeah.
But that rhythm game was fun. I wish I would have played more later. But actually, I did see a thing that Round 1 is going to bring those games to their stores in the U.S.
Very nice.
So that would be cool. It's a fun... I don't know. They have, a version of it on the Wii with, you could get, little bongos that you hit.
That's wild.
I saw them later, and I'm like, do you think the game would work on my Wii at home? And I didn't think it would, so I didn't buy the bongos. But it was very fun, so another good time at the arcade. Then... Anything else to add for Shinjuku? I don't really think we didn't eat in Shinjuku.
No.
Or Shibuya, for that matter.
Yeah, we were going to eat in Shibuya, and then we ended up going home.
Yeah.
Well, while we were in Shinjuku, we actually went to this, shopping building, and had this one, secondhand store in it. We were in there for a while. I got at least one or two things.
Yeah, that was in Shinjuku.
But thinking back to that, that is one place that I was and wish I had gotten to spend a lot more time at.
I don't really remember.
That store was so crowded. Okay, not as crowded as in Shibuya, the stores. We'll get there.
Oh, you know what? I remember that.
Huge.
Was that the one where I was looking at CDs for
Probably. We met Mike right after it outside. I got that stupid little Fate PSP box. Really cool, but just some game I never heard of.
Yeah. I was looking at CDs in that.
But they just had so much stuff, and I really feel like I could have spent a lot more time in there. That's one of the only spots on the trip where I'm like, dang, I wish that I had spent more time doing this thing that I did get to do. You know what I mean? Obviously there's things that we didn't get to do that I wish we could.
Mm-hmm.
But that was one thing that I did do and wish I got to, actually just spend more time. That particular store, I feel like there were a lot of cool things in there, and they had sections sectioned out by anime or by whatever thing it is. There was just so much. It would have taken so long to get through everything. But that was really cool, and I did get that cool Fate thing. So that I have a fond memory of for sure. Picture wise, in that building there must have been these cool statues. There's a cool Evangelion statue. After that, really, we just walked through a little more Shinjuku.
You forgot an important part. Somewhere in this mall, in the elevator, there was these cutouts for Call of the Night, and I took a picture.
Yeah, that looks like an escalator, though.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool.
Is that where you get the picture with Luffy and the gang?
No, that's in Shibuya.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. You have anything else to add for Shinjuku?
I got a picture of a giant crab, which I think is pretty cool.
Yeah,
we're walking.
They have a lot of those type things.
Yeah, I really dig that. Just on top of this, must be a restaurant that serves crab, the biggest crab I've ever seen in my life. And if I'm marketing my crab restaurant, this is how I want to do it.
Yeah, I bet you they sell crab.
That draws people in. I don't really even eat that much crab.
Does it? That's what gets people.
I think so. That gets me going, honestly. And I have crab maybe twice a year.
You're like, ooh, this big guy.
Yeah, I'm
gonna go get some. So if you went to a steakhouse and they had just a big,
that's different. That's different.
On the side of the building.
With meat, I feel in my head I separate so much more the animal and the actual meat. Seafood, I feel you don't do that as much.
Crabs, yeah, people eat just you can just get like a crab and eat out of the shell or crab legs. You can't just like they won't just give you like a hoof and you have to scoop the meat
I don't think
out
like
of the leg.
a cow on a building like that would have been as exciting as a crab.
Ever been to Chick-fil-A?
Was there a cow in the building?
I don't know.
Well, they're not eating the cows at
everywhere.
Chick-fil-A. That's the point.
To get you hyped up for some
exactly.
chicken.
Like I don't have to think about, hey, I'm eating this animal because that's not the animal you're eating there.
Yeah,
I could talk for a while.
I guess like with later when we went to like takoyaki places, a lot of them did just have, honestly, more often than not, there would be some kind of like large octopus presented.
I don't think I have any pictures of large octopus.
Well, not like huge, but like every stall, like most stalls have like pictures of octopus.
Probably not as big as this crab though.
No, that's a huge crab. You guys are gonna.
Yeah, I wish like
if only we could post pictures from our trip. Somewhere. We could do like a Tokyo part 1 and just make a couple posts.
True.
So we don't just have like one photo dump in like 2 months when
so
we
I
finish.
can include the crab.
Yeah, we can include the crab.
I like the crab.
So yeah, we made our way to Shibuya.
Yeah, one thing about the trip to Shibuya from Shinjuku.
I don't remember anything.
Sorry, I got pictures.
Oh. Yeah, I don't remember.
It was one of the only times, I think probably the only time, I think it was the back of the train, could have been the front. Regardless, we were able to see through the glass and like see onto the track. I think it was in the back of the train. It was the only time we had that opportunity.
Well, yeah, the front, there's an engineer driving it. There's nobody in there.
Okay. Anyway, it was really cool to be on the train and be able to see like through the back giant windshield. Not something we had gotten to experience.
Yeah, we should have done that more. That would have been cool to see more. More times.
I mean, there was
I'm a big train enthusiast, so I would have enjoyed that.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, then we get out at Shibuya Station, and it's the Shibuya Scramble Crossing, the busiest crosswalk in the world. And I think it lived up to the name, or the hype, I'll say. I did take a video of us walking through it, like on the way back, but just the picture I'm looking at now of us going through the first time, it's so many people, it really is.
Yeah. It's crowded.
It's wild. And yeah, Shibuya, I mean, it had like a lot of tall buildings. Once again, wasn't really like a grid, but like Shibuya kind of felt a little bit like Times Square, I'll say.
In the sense that it was crowded.
Crowded, like a lot of like screens on the buildings.
Yeah. There was like, I remember when we crossed the crosswalk the second time, they were just bumping All I Want for Christmas Is You.
Yeah, I don't.
Because Mariah Carey's coming to Japan.
Playing, yeah.
I don't know, but that's just like you go to New York, it's like loud. It wasn't like loud in every part of.
No, yeah. This definitely was a hub.
Yeah, I feel like it was louder
in many ways. Yeah, I mean, just
it was so crowded. Like I remember, I wanted to go get a picture of Hachiko, the dog from.
Yeah, like I'm just looking through the picture. I mean,
and it was like tough to like get up in there.
It's so many people. It's interesting though to see like some of these billboards and stuff. So there's a One Punch Man, because that season would come out. Unfortunately, the animation I think is supposed to be terrible, so that's a shame. There's a Battlefield 6 giant poster. That's interesting.
There's
pretty
like
cool.
A lot going on.
Oh, there's an H&M.
But yeah, it was incredibly busy. I didn't really love Shibuya for that. I would have liked to try
Starbucks is cool. I bet you it would have been awesome to get. So there's a Starbucks that like oversees it.
Yeah, we've.
That was definitely in some videos.
Yeah. If it wasn't as busy, I feel like we would have done more there, and it would have been cool to like check it out on like a weekday. Not really, because like Friday's basically the weekend.
Yeah, no, it is. 2:15
so
here. I mean, I don't know how things are all in Japan, but
yeah, it was just busy. It was extremely busy.
There's some Spy Family posters down this one alleyway. That's cool.
Yeah,
look at all the people, man. And there's a Burger King. This was really cool. There's a Burger King doing a collaboration with Kagurabachi, which is a manga that doesn't quite have an anime yet. I think it's announced, but it's really popular. I only have the first volume, but it's just really cool because it's a dude with a sword. And like the whole Burger King's like spray painted black with like some red and like flames.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool.
Actually, like even the doors are like traditional Japanese looking glass.
Look how crowded it is in there, though.
And it's got the fish because the fish are a big symbol from the manga. It's actually really, really cool. Maybe this will be in the post. Flame Smoke is the name of the burger that they have collaboration with it. Oh, there was an Otto poster. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
dome tour.
Yeah, she's doing a dome tour, I think, still.
Yeah.
So I guess that's probably...
That makes sense. So
I feel like I don't know if we talked about
Yeah,
that.
well, this was right after the Phillies had lost to the Dodgers in the playoffs. And I just remember seeing this giant picture of Shohei Ohtani for Beats. Just giving like a side eye. It had me punch in the air a little bit. It really, really hurt the soul. Big time. We didn't go in this mega Don Quixote, but looking at it now, that's insane, dude.
Yeah.
I can't imagine, like, some of the Don Quixotes we were in, like, were so compact and tight and just, like, nowhere to move with all the people.
Yeah,
I can't
imagine
what this one
was like that.
like.
It was crowded.
Well, the one in
Just
Ikebukuro
small.
wasn't really crowded. Yeah, it was just
I guess it
small.
wasn't crowded. It just felt crowded because, like,
it was so
I was
tight,
like
yeah.
bumping everything, just trying to walk through.
Yeah. Mike and I found this soccer store, which was really cool. He bought a sick sweatshirt there.
There you go. It just kept going.
Shout out,
It was
Mike.
very tall. It was like 7 floors.
Yeah, it was a bunch. I think it was like 4. But it was a lot.
It was a lot of floors.
There's a lot of Manchester United stuff, which we thought was cool. Some like autograph stuff. There's a Wayne Rooney autograph. Rio Ferdinand. Wow, there's Wayne Rooney again. So much stuff was there. Yeah, there's a signed Ronaldo. Like, that's really awesome. I have a picture of Mike hitting the Ronaldo pose in front of the Ronaldo jersey. That's a good one. That should be on the post. All right, and then after the soccer store, we went into the building with all of like the cool stores, I'll say, that you would also be down
the
for.
anime and game merch
Do you want to
stores.
describe how you felt going into that?
I felt like it was too crowded and that I didn't want to be there.
Yeah, I mean, I remember the first store I think we saw was the Nintendo store, right before the One Piece store.
Maybe.
And it was just like a sea of people in there. It was unbelievable. That was the first Nintendo store we had saw, so it was pretty, disappointing to have it be so crowded and just kind of feel like I'm not going to take pictures of anything. I'm not going to buy anything. It's just too much.
Yeah.
And I think this floor here with all these stores was kind of the peak of that for Shibuya. Like, there was just so many people. Everything was so crowded.
Yeah, I just kind of was thinking there's nothing I want in any of these stores that much that I want to, like...
Yeah, and especially, like...
push by people to get it and then wait in line. It's like...
Yeah.
Especially when there was... Like, if it was the only Nintendo store we were going to see,
For
the only
sure.
One Piece store, the only Pokemon Center, that would have been a different story.
Yeah, and I think in the moment, like, it was the only, like I said, the only Nintendo store we had been to up until that point. We knew there was another one later on the trip, but honestly, like, I feel like it wasn't, like, set in stone that we were going to go.
Well, we went to... Did we go to the one in Kyoto?
I thought we went to Osaka.
We definitely went to Osaka.
Well, we only went to 2.
Okay.
So
I don't know.
there's
I
one
thought
in
it was pretty
Osaka.
set in stone that we were going to other ones. It was on the itinerary.
Yeah, I guess the Osaka trip just felt like we were, like, doing whatever in the moment.
No, we just changed a lot of stuff, but we
Yeah.
most like I
So I
mean,
guess
the
that's why I
majority of
felt
the
that
stuff
way.
was still written down. We just skipped some stuff.
Yeah,
did
I guess
some
I'm saying,
stuff
like, I
earlier.
don't remember thinking when we were in that Nintendo store, hey, it's okay, we're going to be at one later. I guess maybe I had forgotten that there was another one. Whereas the One Piece store and the Pokemon Center, like, we had already been to One Piece store and a few Pokemon Centers. So, like, it was kind of whatever. This Pokemon Center did have the tube, like, the test tube Mewtwo, which was really cool.
Yeah, we got a pretty sick picture.
Yeah, I don't have
with
the
it.
picture of all three of us
No.
with it.
It looks like this for your reference.
That's pretty good. Look at us and Mewtwo.
And then
So that was cool. But that Pokemon Center, dude, I walked around the corner to peek in, and it was just too much.
yeah, I don't think
I didn't
really
even try to go
stepped
in.
foot in there. Yeah.
Like, we walked through the Nintendo store. I wasn't trying to even go in that Pokemon Center.
The picture with Mewtwo is pretty sick.
Exactly.
I also got a pretty sick picture on the one wall in
Yes,
the One Piece
yeah.
store. They have a chart, and it's a height chart for all of the Straw Hats. So I got to see how I compared. Funnily enough, in one picture, I look taller than the other. I guess you like took it from like down low.
Yeah, I don't know what angle.
Because in case
What
you guys are
angle's
curious, I am. I'll probably use this one because it's from farther away.
Oh, do the shorter one.
Yeah, of course. I'm as tall as Usopp.
Nice. Usopp's goated. You are?
Yeah, Usopp's the brown line.
Oh, okay.
I'm not as tall as Zoro or Sanji.
No.
I'm taller than Luffy and Usopp, or
Okay.
as tall as Usopp.
All
I'm
right.
taller than Nami.
Cool.
And
Are you taller than
significantly- Yeah, Chopper. He's like all the way down there.
Where's Big Chopper?
I don't know, probably up there.
Yeah.
I actually don't know who's taller, Frankie or Brooke. I don't know. Either way, they're both huge. So I think technically Frankie then, but Brooke's like 7 feet tall.
Gotcha.
But I'm not.
That's
but
like
in this
Shaq.
other photo, I look like I'm as tall as Sanji and Zoro. So
Yeah, I don't
maybe we'll go with that one.
I don't think so. Well, it doesn't say how many centimeters tall they are.
I don't know. Probably.
So you could just figure it out.
I mean, I could, but I could also say, hey,
I'm as tall as Zoro and Sanji.
Yeah, like I just am. I don't know what to tell you, man. The picture doesn't lie.
Don't lie.
So yeah, that's only the rest of the pictures I have for Shinjuku and Shibuya.
Okay.
I was not like disappointed. I mean, it's kind of what I expected, but you know, it's not what I like. It's not what I like. I don't like the crazy crowds and stuff. I like Ikebukuro way more.
So I have a picture of a Disney store.
Yeah,
was this the one we went in? I don't think that's the one we went in.
We went to a different Disney store.
We did. I don't
Maybe
think it was
we
that
went to one. I don't know. They have multiple.
It was with Aunt, so it must have been.
It was in Shinjuku or Shibuya. I don't remember which one.
Maybe it was Shinjuku. Or Shibuya. Yeah, Shinjuku. Well, this one looks kind of like a castle, and it's really cool with the Mickey Mouse cutout to go in. But I don't think that's the one we went in. And then while we were on the train... No, we must have been walking. I guess I felt like it was moving because it was moving and we weren't moving. A cool truck drove by with a big Pokemon Legends ZA like canvas all around it to promote the game that was coming out in 6 days from when we were there, like taking this picture. So that got me hyped up. And here was my video of us crossing. Like, it is just like from 5 different angles, people crossing.
I remember Mike and I were talking during your video.
I mean, probably. I mean, if you're talking about
upset.
Mariah,
Maybe.
nah, I don't remember that.
I don't know.
I don't think so. I mean, like, Ant's in front of me. I don't know where you guys even are.
Behind you talking.
Yeah, probably. That was cool. Yeah. So then I think we spent the rest of the night in Ikebukuro. I mean, I remember taking a nap.
Yeah, before the nap, we got lunch.
Yes, okay.
Which we went to Sushiro.
Was that the first time we had gone to Sushiro?
That was the first time.
Okay.
And
How
I was
that
kind of
experience for you?
excited because it was great. I think I liked it better than Korra.
Well, it's great!
I think I liked it better than Korra.
Really?
Yeah, it just had more menu.
Wow. See, in my head, like, Korra was so much better than Sushiro.
What did you get at Korra?
I don't remember what I got at Sushiro. The chicken, specifically the Taiwanese chicken in that one Korra was amazing.
Yeah, did Sushiro have chicken of some sort?
It definitely had to have.
I don't know.
I don't know. We just went to Korra so many more times.
I went... dude, I caught up almost. I went to Sushiro.
Would you go twice?
The last 2 days I went by myself.
Yeah.
I loved it. They had this... The sushi itself...
Mike went to Korea and Philly. We'll have to talk about that.
Yeah.
Next time you see
the sushi itself, I think, was pretty...
We should have a reunion over Christmas break.
Pretty on par. I'd be okay with that. It'd be fun.
Yeah. Do they have a hamburg steak sushi at Sushiro?
I don't remember.
That was another draw of Korea.
They might have.
I don't remember the rolls either at Sushiro. Is that where I did the roll yourself?
Maybe. I don't know.
I wish I took more pictures of the food, dude.
I just remember they had... Then my favorite menu item, they had mozzarella tempura.
Oh,
which is like, you know, how they tempura fry stuff.
Yeah, I didn't dig that a lot.
It was like their version of mozzarella sticks.
Yeah.
Yeah, the last time we went to Sushiro, I got like 3 orders of them. And they were so good. And I don't know if you guys are familiar with how expensive mozzarella sticks are. But they ain't cheap. They were very cheap, the mozzarella tempura. They were like, I don't know, like $1 or $2 for like 4 of them. So I just like piling up.
Yeah.
And then I also got this sundae, which was also very cheap. It was like some strawberries, some vanilla icing.
I'll have the strawberries.
And then like cake. It was like a strawberry shortcake sundae.
Yeah, that looks pretty sweet.
It was incredibly tasty. So those couple of things are what made me like Sushiro better. I don't remember what kind of chicken setup they had.
Yeah, me neither.
Because at Koro we got like a ton of. They had just popcorn chicken.
Yeah, and then some other times they had like a better chicken. And then they had the time, like, obviously.
And this Sushiro too didn't have like a game and prizes to play. The ones I went to later did, which made it more fun. Yeah. This one was like, you know, it was strictly business.
In Ikebukuro?
It was in Ikebukuro, yes. Huh. It was like, because we were looking for one in the station, then we gave up and just went to one that was like 5 minutes away.
Yeah.
not in the station.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's sushiros everywhere.
If we knew about Ichiro then.
We'll get there. This episode, man.
We could have gone then. I mean, not you really enjoyed sushi.
Yeah, I would not have rather gone
Obviously,
Ichiro.
Ichiro's my favorite.
I don't know. Kura and Ichiro and Sushiro were definitely my
one stands above the rest.
Were definitely my favorite time. I miss them the most.
Yeah, I mean, it was just like you had said it, I think, in one of the last episodes about us not like ever getting like expensive, high quality sushi anywhere. But like, I just going to the Sushiro and especially Kura, like, I was just perfect.
It was just a great time. Like,
it really was.
It was for me like the perfect eating out experience. There were none of the items were my favorite item in Japan.
Yeah,
mozzarella tempura were really good. I could put that in like the top 10, but like that's about the only thing. Like everything else was good. It's just was such a fun time. And just like cheap, cheerful. You get a variety of food. You get to play around with conveyor belts, win prizes. Like, come on. You get like the full meal too.
What's better than that?
Like you get.
You
get dessert,
appetizer, a meal,
do whatever
dessert.
you want. You just do whatever you want. It's great.
Yeah. No, I agree.
So yeah, that was our first Sushiro experience. I guess your only one. I ended up going there later. Yeah. Now we did end up taking a nap.
Yes, yeah. So I remember you were frustrated because we were napping a little longer than you'd hoped.
It was like a long
And
nap.
now Mike had gotten up really early because it was the day of the Eagles game.
Yeah,
and there was a Philly bar in Tokyo, so he went to go to do that and then met up with us later. That's why you were up early. But he was napping for a long time because he was done.
Like, he was understandable.
I was up for a little bit, but I was waiting for him. But you were like getting restless, so we ended up going out shopping. The first place we went,
you and me.
Yeah, that Mike went to like the soccer place eventually.
Well, because this picture I have is from Big Camera, which we went to all three of us.
Yeah, so we must have met up with Mike. Oh, well, it wasn't. Was the soccer place on top of the Labby building or the Big Camera building?
I don't remember.
Is that Labby or is that Big
Labby.
Camera?
I don't remember.
I think that's Labby.
I don't know. So we went to.
Because Labby, I got some Pokemon cards or One Piece cards.
We went to Big Camera, I think, first, which is a very popular.
I think we went to that a different night. Yeah.
Was it a different night?
I think that was like
no,
early
it had
on.
to have been.
No, I think that was early on.
Unless it was the first night.
Because I don't think I got any cards at Big Camera. I think
okay,
I maybe
you didn't. I don't know. We never talked about it. So we went to Big Camera.
Yeah.
We're gonna say for the sake of the argument, it's this night because that's where I think I found this large.
I disagree.
Large statue of Bumblebee
that I think is definitely from Labby.
I don't know. I think it was Big Camera. I'm just gonna say it.
I'm gonna say it was Labby.
All right.
Because Labby had that huge floor where I got a bunch of cars. They had all kinds of stuff. They had. I think they had.
No, I don't know. That's what I'm asking.
You know what they had. I think they had some gachapons in Labby on that floor. Like, it was a massive floor.
Maybe. I really think we went to Big Camera that night too.
No, because Mike wasn't with us. Mike was with us when we went to Big Camera.
Unless we went after. We could have gone to Labby first.
I don't think so.
There's just no other night that we could have gone to.
We went early.
It wasn't the first night. We didn't do any shopping. We went to the arcades the first night. Then the second night we didn't do, unless it was.
We didn't go for very long.
It
might have even been night 2 before we went out.
Yeah, maybe. It could have been. But regardless, we haven't talked about Big Camera.
For sure.
So
yeah, talk about Big Camera.
It's a very large electronics store. And
yes.
Not like one type of electronic, like legitimately any type of electronic you can think of. They have like different floors for all of them. So they had like the first floor was like all phones and phone accessories.
Yeah.
They have tons of computer components. Like home appliances. Yeah. I remember you were like excited. What were you looking at? Washing machines?
Yeah, it might have been, dude.
You were just like hyped up.
It was just so good. What a building it was, dude.
It was like Best Buy if Best Buy was like 8 floors.
It was like a better Best Buy. Like,
well, yeah, that's the only thing that somebody like one of our listeners could compare it to. It's like Best Buy on steroids.
Like better Best Buy.
But they had like
Bestest Buy.
Yeah,
it's Bestest Buy.
Okay. They had like a whole section for like instruments, which was pretty cool. Like tons of keyboards, which was fun to look at for me.
They had a floor of like TVs. Do you remember the floor of TVs?
There was everything. It was any kind of electronic you could think of.
There was a gaming floor.
Well, obviously a gaming floor.
Obviously a jousting game.
There was not a large statue of Bumblebee.
I don't think so.
I've been told it was at a different store.
I think the lobby's way bigger.
I think so. Big Camera was a lot more like,
but
there wasn't a lot of open space.
So I had watched this video one of my buddies, Kevin from work, had sent to me. And I actually ended up watching
Shout out to Kevin from work.
Facts. This tech guy, I had actually watched a few of his videos and didn't realize it was the guy in the video. But it was him, and it was also Chris Broad, who we watched, watch a lot of. I watched some of. And it was them going through Big Camera and like just all the crazy stuff. And that like got me hyped up on the idea because I had watched that before I left. So to like go in this store was a dream come true. But it wasn't as good as Labby.
Yeah, I don't know. Big Camera had a cool like song they would just play.
What was it?
It was Biku 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 Camera.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I just remember them playing like every 2 seconds.
I remember walking up that staircase in the back corner.
Like just yeah. I think it was Big Camera that had like lines on the floor that would like you could just follow the line if you're trying to like get down like from escalator to escalator. It would direct you from when like the escalators. Sometimes they're like all just in a row. You just keep spots, going like spiraling down, but that was pretty cool.
Before we met up with Mike, we went to Tower Records.
It might have been it was while he was doing soccer.
But yeah, before it was while he was asleep, and then while he was at soccer.
I don't know. We must
have done something else because there's no way because he was still asleep when we went to Tower Records, and then we met up with him at Labby after he watched soccer for a while. There's no way we were at Tower Records for a while. Couldn't have been that long.
We were there a while. I don't know. There was other stuff.
Maybe we went back. We dropped our stuff off, I guess.
Yeah, we did some other shopping.
But Tower Records was really, really cool.
Yeah, it was definitely one of my favorites. This was at the point before I was like confident enough to use a credit card.
Yeah,
because Ann had said people will look at you weird if you use a credit card.
I also was not using my credit card.
I didn't get any weird looks later on the trip when I used my credit card.
Dude, when I say I used my credit card, like that thing.
So I remember like just looking at different stuff, and I had to like really make some decisions because I didn't want to spend over my cash limit. Yeah. So I ended up getting 2 Creepy Nuts albums and an Otto album. Yeah. Because I would have got more. I had like a Daft Punk album that was pretty cool. And it was like CDs. They were like normal CD prices, like $10.
Yeah, no, it definitely wasn't cheaper at all.
No, I mean I think it's just it's almost like a what's the word about like something that's like special, not a commodity.
Not a commodity.
Yeah, it's just like something that's just not necessary. Very much just like a luxury in the U.S. to be like holding on to a CD. Like nobody uses a CD player.
Yeah, I really enjoy physical media.
Yeah, man, I just bought a new cassette
and this
player.
was physical media, the store. I got an Initial D Best Of soundtrack. I got a Dragon Ball Best Of soundtrack. I got all 4 seasons of Attack on Titan soundtracks. I got the 3 Evangelion soundtracks. And I got the K-On! Don't Say Lazy single CD, which is pretty cool. But they had some Pokemon. There was some more. Like, there was definitely more stuff.
I could have bought more.
This was definitely another time where I'm like, okay, I could have gotten more.
Yeah, I think later, too, we were like, maybe we'll go back to another one. We never ended up at another Tower Records.
It is a shame. Finn Wolfhard was that one.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's how you know they're cool.
True.
It was cool. I remember, like, really just...
Not while we were there recently.
No. I remember struggling to, like, find...
They're like one in Japan.
Certain artists. I'm like, I need to find this artist.
It was so hard, yeah. Because I don't know how it's separated and like
if it's alphabetized.
Yeah,
I don't know how. Is there an alphabetical order for like kanji or for hiragana? Like I don't know.
There's a rhyme or reason. We just didn't. We weren't rhyming or
we're not. Yeah, I wasn't grasping it. Thankfully, like,
for me it was easy because I was
a lot of like those cards that would have the artist name for like their section. But I remember like. It took me like a while. I finally found like the auto section. I'm like, okay, good. And then like
now that we were there,
I searched for the Creepy Nuts section
Uenzu,
for so
you
long.
Did. Well, you were there where the Kenshi Uenzu single was hot.
Yeah,
makes me wish I had gotten it because the singles are pretty cheap.
Yeah.
That would have been cool.
It would have been. It was cool. I was searching for this one City Pop album I never found.
Well, when we go back.
Yeah, when we go back, I'll hopefully know enough language to be like, hey, do you have this? And then they'll be like, I don't know, go look. And I'll be like, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, Tower Records was definitely one of my favorite places to shop. I'm a big music enthusiast.
I agree.
Yeah. We also, in that building with Tower Records, we passed their version of the dollar store, which I'm like, nah, we don't need to go in now. Maybe we'll see another one. We never did.
No, we didn't.
I should have went, just
I think you were
explore.
also, this was during your hives.
Yes,
so
I noticed it
do it
right after Tower Records. So I'm like, nah, let's just get my hands
off.
well,
we definitely went back home so you could get your medicine or something.
Yeah, because I went out and watched.
There was a card store in this store,
in
this big store that didn't really have anything.
There was card stores everywhere.
There were. Dude. I love trading cards. But okay, so then we went to Labby. So Labby on the roof had like a futsal field, which is like mini soccer almost.
Yes, I learned what futsal was.
So Mike was up there watching a game go down. That must have been pretty cool. I did never make it up there, but roof top sports are really cool. But we ended up meeting like midway through the Labby building where there was this awesome floor with a ton of like collectible toys, Gundam stuff you can put together, a giant Bumblebee, obviously a giant Gundam. But I remember getting a bunch of cards here. And this is where I first found the One Piece.
You found it?
Oh, that's great. Yeah, I'll tell you what it is. It was... Anyway, so I found the...
Yeah, we edited that part out.
25th... the anime 25th anniversary One Piece card game set.
Yes, those are very cool.
Which is not... You just can't find it in English. And if you do, it's going to be really expensive. Over in Japan, obviously, they're printing a lot more. And it's just... cards are just... It's just different over there. So, I could buy it at a retail store. So that was really awesome. I was very, very excited to get my hands on that. We haven't pulled anything too crazy from it yet, but be on the lookout for a potential long card opening stream.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited for that.
Yeah, I'm still trying to build up some inventory.
Go back to this large Bumblebee statue.
Yeah.
It was cool. I never really had seen one like this. Or I certainly didn't expect Transformers to get some love in Japan.
No, yeah, I agree.
I didn't know people liked it. Transformers has been a very large part of my social media recently. I've been getting so many edits of Transformers in my reels. I just rewatched the second and third one. I don't know, late summer.
Yeah.
So they're kind of fresh in my mind. I'm like, heck yeah, dude, Bumblebee.
And they had an Android section. I didn't even know it yet.
Yeah, so
I found out later in the trip.
That's actually all I have in my notes and for...
Yeah, this is kind of cool. This is the Gundam from G-Witch, because here's the people. You see?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, so that day took 42 minutes.
Oh, yeah, we didn't have any more busy days. This
crazy.
day was actually not as crazy. This was like a very one-note day.
This one upcoming?
And never mind. It was an important day.
It was two-note, and one of the notes was huge. I don't know. All right, so first part, Harajuku. This was the first day that it was actually raining.
Yes, it was supposed to rain every single day on the trip.
Yes. So we were worried about that. We had great weather up until this. Today it was raining. It wasn't like pouring where it sucked, but this was pre me buying an umbrella. Okay, so that was me being a dummy. But it wasn't overwhelming rain. So we were going to Meiji Jingu temple or shrine.
That is a shrine. That was our first religious experience.
So we were meeting up with some people from my college.
You forgot something very important about the walk to the Meiji Jingu.
What did I forget about the walk?
I stopped at Family Mart and I got a Fammy Chicky and I waited. I stood outside and ate it in the rain.
Okay, that was very important.
It was. I wish I would have documented every Fammy Chicky.
And I'm happy that you brought that up.
But that was I don't know. That was Fammy Chicky number 3 or 4, and it hits different in the rain. It was good.
Yeah, it definitely hits different in the rain. So we decided we were going to meet up with. There were some friends from college who were actually also in Japan at the same time as us, which was cool. And this is where we decided to meet up with them. So shout out all you guys. It was awesome. Meiji Jingu is just in the middle of the city.
Yes.
And there's so much greenery around it. You take such a long walk into where that actual shrine is. It was incredible.
Yeah, it was crazy. None of the shrines had like this much build up getting in. Like you just walk through like a trail that's just like a forest basically.
Yeah, in the city.
So it was pretty cool. It was it's one of the more famous shrines and one of the coolest ones I think we went to. It was actually a cool vibe, like in the rain. Everybody had their umbrellas. Yeah. The one picture I took of like you with the gang, you can like see the individual rain droplets. Yeah, like that's cool. That's like a tough picture I took.
I have this funny picture where Vraj tried to edit out the people that were in the picture, like in the background.
Yeah, but look at those raindrops. Those look cool.
But yeah. So looking at the raindrops, it is cool. It is a really cool picture.
I did at this shrine. I bought a Goshuin book, and I started my Goshuin hunt, which is much like the train stamps. They're like shrine stamps. You get one. Most shrines have them. You pay a couple hundred yen. But these are way cooler than the train stamps because there's like a stamp they'll put on that'll have some kind of symbol, but they have like these kanji that they draw on by hand with like these cool like calligraphy, like almost like brushes, or I guess they were just brushes. And that was really cool to watch and cool to collect. Definitely one of my favorite souvenirs. But yeah, that was the Meiji Jingu, our first shrine of many.
It was cool, and it was like all like just kind of like wooden everything there, which wasn't always the case, or at least like just like natural colored wood. You know what I mean? Like it just kind of seemed like it was really old.
Wasn't there like a wedding going on there?
There was, which was awesome. Yeah, I don't think I got any pictures of that because I didn't want to.
I didn't take pictures of people's wedding.
But that was really cool, and like I guess this is a torii gate.
I think so.
But the gate that looks like a torii gate probably is a torii gate. Might not be because it's not red. To get in is like a massive structure, like so tall, and it's really cool at the end of the like long path through the forest to just see this giant gate. So that was awesome. So what did we do after?
After that, we stopped off for a little brekkie.
Yeah.
A little brekkie. I had already had my breakfast fami chiki, but
so true, yeah.
Breakfast 2 for me.
Yeah.
And we went to the very famous, apparently, donut spot, I'm Donut.
I'm Donut, question mark.
Absolutely fantastic donut.
We did go back to Tower Records.
Was it that morning?
It was that day. Because I took these pictures of Eric Clapton CDs to show Shane. All right, keep going. Because we're getting to one of my favorite parts of the show.
Yes, so actually we did 2 food things right in a row.
Yeah, well, we had a donut. Like that's not going to
We did an I'm Donut.
It was a really good donut.
The line was very long. You had to
queue
up just to like place your order. Then you place your order. Then you wait in line to get your order, and then you get your order. What kind of donut did you get?
I don't remember.
Okay,
did you take a picture of your donut?
No, I took a picture of the bag.
I just took a picture of the bag because it was a question mark.
My picture of the bag, my thumb is so in it, and I didn't even get the whole question mark.
That's funny. Mine's pretty good. My thumb's barely in it. I have the question mark.
And I have that's a great photo.
Like in the background.
That being said, I think I just got a plain donut.
I definitely got some with chocolate or did
at both donut places. I just got the plain one because I just like, and I guess it's like potentially a once in a lifetime experience. I should have went crazy. But when I am trying something, I'm like, let me try the basic thing and see if that's good. Yeah. Because there's no point in trying the crazy if the basic donut's not good. But then again, now I've only had the basic donut at both donut places, and we never went back to either. So I only had just plain donuts. I didn't have any like filling donuts. Do they even have jelly donuts? These questions weren't answered.
I don't think they do have jelly donuts.
Which at that point, just give me a plain donut then. But like I like a glazed donut. I didn't have a glazed donut.
That's pretty much a plain donut in my head, a glazed donut.
This one was like a jelly donut, but no jelly in it.
Well, that's just a donut.
Yeah, but like
put some jelly
when
in
I
it,
think of a plain donut, I think of this one didn't have a hole in the center. I think of just a plain donut with nothing on it and a hole in the center. That's like just a donut. A glazed donut is like...
See, I think of a glazed donut as just a plain donut.
Well, they make just a plain donut. If you order a plain donut, you will get a donut with nothing.
Donut?
Nobody.
Well, you.
Well, this one had sugar on it.
Okay.
It was very good, regardless. Yeah. These plain donuts, but they didn't have they weren't donut holes. Yeah. They were just like a round thing. There was no hole in the middle. But it was a very good donut, nonetheless. Definitely my favorite donut of the trip.
All right. So after we got our donut, we wanted more food. So we decided that we were going to maybe try Ichiran for the first time. So this is a chain ramen place.
Yes.
Very famous. And ended up being my favorite food spot on the trip.
Man, dude, I'm like, my mouth's watering.
I just keep looking at this picture of the Ichiran, and I told you right before we started recording that I'm not really hungry, but I could go to town on this ramen.
Yeah, if only it was here.
I know, it's so
You might have to make a quick plane ride.
Yeah, I think so. All right, so Ichiran, classic ramen, you like order some of the stuff on a machine, prints out these little tickets, then you wait in line, then you go inside, then you wait again. Then you get called to your little booth. It's like a solo booth. Really, really cool. Just chill. Like a great eating experience. The only thing would have been better if I was able to just chill in there and watch YouTube on my phone too. I'm kidding. It's just a joke about watching YouTube and eating.
Oh man, dude, it's
I do think when we went the second time, which we'll get to in the Osaka part of the trip, I do think I had Pokemon ZA because it had just come out. I think I was watching a video on silent in the Ichiran booth.
I don't know. We sat next to each other
because I was trying to take shorter time because I ate so much faster, and I wanted to kind of be in cadence with you guys.
There was like there was a spectrum of how fast you eat. Like Mike was the slowest, I was the middle, and you were the fastest. Yeah. I'm was not that much faster than Mike. You were like significantly faster.
Yeah, I mean I eat pretty fast.
Yeah, dude. Do you remember?
Well, I took this funny picture. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna ask if you remember what you got.
Of course I do. But before that,
okay.
There's a sign that showed the person directing us what seats were empty and full and everything.
Yeah.
And under the spot where it says full, it says in English, "Please wait for a while." And I thought that was very funny. And I think that I'll have use case for this photo as like a meme to my friends.
I think a while for them
it means a different thing. But it's so funny to just think, and we did wait for a while. It's just funny to think, please wait for a long time.
Yeah, I would normally wait say, for a while. Please wait for a moment.
It's going to be a while. Please wait for a while. Yeah. So I thought that was great. All right, so I got this first time, I think, semi-firm, not the firmest. The first step toward firm. I got the first step toward rich for broth. I think I did get garlic flavor. I got seaweed on the side. I got pork, obviously. And I got a spicy level of 2. There's one thing on the ticket that I'm missing. There was rich. Well, I'd got no green onions. There were 2 broth things. There was richness and something else, I thought. Flavor, maybe?
Yeah, I don't know.
Could it have been flavor?
Yeah, did we talk about how they give you a clipboard in the car?
No, they give you a clipboard and a little paper to fill out.
And this is after, so you buy the extras.
Yeah, in addition.
Every time
you buy your ramen there too.
You buy the ramen. You buy, if you want any extras, I think we got extra meat every time. You can get a side bowl of rice.
Yeah. Yes, I got the side rice every
time. I got an egg.
I'll save it till the last time, but I discovered the best thing of the last trip.
Oh, I don't remember, so that's cool. Yeah, I do remember. You can order different stuff right there, extras and the basic ramen. But then most times it was while you're waiting in line. Whoever's helping direct people will give you a clipboard with this little piece of paper, and it's how you customize your ramen. That's what you were just talking about. Based on how firm you want the noodles, how thick you want the broth, how
thick, perfect.
Yeah, thick. I was
was it thick?
I don't know if
think
it was
actually.
Maybe richness.
Well, I said richness. There was something else.
I don't know. Regardless, different ways to customize the ramen, and these don't affect the price at all. But you can really just make it different every time you go.
Yeah.
They do just have the standard or preferred recommended
right down the middle,
way of doing it, and that's what I got I think I got that every time.
Yeah.
But what I just said about I'm Donut, I'm very much just let me try how they recommend it, and then we can get crazy. I never got crazy because it was just why,
it's perfection.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's how I live a lot of my life.
I started to get a little crazy.
You were significantly getting spicier.
Well, yeah, that's the thing is I love spicy ramen. First off, second off, I really liked the flavor of the spicy powder they used at Ichiran, and they let you customize it from 0 to 10. Okay, and I think the recommendation was 0.5. Right, that's what you guys got.
It might have been. Was it?
I think it was 0.5.
It might have been. 0.5.
I got 2 the first time.
Yeah, because you can like circle and then it's like write it if you want from 3 to 10.
Above, yes, exactly. And it said, from 3 to 10, no extra charge, which makes me think for an extra charge you can go above 10. Maybe I'm wrong.
I didn't see a button for that.
The world may never know. So I did 2, and it was great. It was a nice flavor. But that is like one of the things about Ichiran that I liked the most: the customizability of it, and the fact that it let you go, crazy with the spice, and that the spice was delicious. So this was an awesome experience. Then we left Harajuku right after that, right?
Yeah. We didn't do anything else there.
When we were leaving, there was a line all the way out to Ichiran in the rain, down the stairs. This is when we first maybe came to understand this is the real deal. A lot of people go to Ichiran.
We also went right at lunchtime.
It was 11:30 a.m. But I think then to the later part when we waited an hour at 1 in the morning.
Yeah, Ichiran's just busy. I forgot about that.
It just hits. And I mean, yes, that was at a crazy popular spot in Osaka.
I'm excited to talk about that, Robin.
But it's crazy. So yeah, then we went back to Tower Records. I don't think I bought anything. I don't think you bought anything else.
No, which
is weird.
I guess after because I had gotten more money at that point.
Yeah, but I wasn't a credit card kid yet, so I didn't get anything. Though I would when we go back, I will get more stuff.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna. I definitely held back a little bit, especially at the beginning of this part of the trip.
All right.
So yeah, we're at an hour, but we have one big event to talk about on this day.
Yeah.
So we've talked about it a little bit. We went to a music festival.
Yep.
And this was technically in Saitama. So this was the first time we left Tokyo. It wasn't the farthest train ride, or I don't know.
No,
it was an hour.
It was
maybe an hour.
45.
It wasn't I don't think the train was super super crowded.
Yeah,
nice.
The travel there and back was completely fine.
Yeah, it was cool. And there was a couple different guests. There was a VTuber who was opening the opening act. I don't remember her name.
Me neither.
And then there was And Team. They
Team,
are
a boy band.
K-pop type boy band.
I think they're Japanese.
Okay, but the style of music is like K-pop.
It's J-pop.
Yeah, but J-pop doesn't all sound like that. It sounds like K-pop.
I see what you're saying.
But I guess you could say rock and roll.
It's just a boy band.
Necessarily. Yeah, it was like a boy band. And they sang some kind of Japanese music.
Yeah, they were fun.
Then there was Ano, who is... But, is she not just J-pop too, then?
Popular Japanese music.
Yeah, but, when you think pop music, you don't always just think, popular. You don't say, hey, Travis Scott is pop just because he's popular. I don't know why that was the first rap that popped in my head. That's rap.
Great shout, for sure.
But, but that's what my point is, I get it. Popular music is what pop is, but pop is hey, it's pop. It's not rap is popular too. It's not rap.
I get that.
Regardless, Ano is J-pop, rock, something in the middle.
Yeah, she's
a lot of artists kind of do a little poppy and a little rocky. They pop and rock.
She was a lot of wacky.
She was very wacky, which I was a big fan of.
She screamed.
Yeah, I didn't really. I thought it was yeah, I don't know. She did one of the ending songs for Chainsaw Man, and then the opening for Ramno 1/2.
Yeah.
And then the opening for, what is it? Not Togepi. Is it Togepi?
It's Togepi, yeah.
Togepi's Original Sin.
Yeah.
So she had some songs that I had listened to beforehand, and I had done some research also before. After we had bought the tickets.
Yeah, she was one of the 2 groups that were people that I was familiar with.
Yes. And she was very good.
Yeah.
Then there was XG, which was...
Well, you skipped Camilo.
We didn't listen to him.
Well, no, but we can talk about what we did during Camilo.
Camilo, yeah. Oh, wait, I thought I was just briefly introducing. I hadn't even begun to talk about the event.
Oh, okay. We skipped Camilo. There was XG.
And then Creepy Nuts, which was the reason why we were going.
All right, back to the top. I got a story for the first act.
Yeah.
All right, so we waited in line a little bit to get in. We got in. It was fine. Crazy crowded. We found where our seats were. They're actually pretty darn good.
It was a very nice experience getting in. The line moved fast. We were able to do it pretty easily without knowing any Japanese. I think I mentioned this before. This was the least tourist thing we did on the whole trip, pretty much.
Yeah, there were not a lot of foreigners there.
I saw maybe 2 other white people.
Yeah.
So it was kind of crazy. It's we're I remember standing in the front. I'm dude, guys, we're in this.
Yeah.
We are Japanese.
I mean, no, but we were there. All right, so the first act is this VTuber. We had good seats. I was on the end where I like to be as a fat guy. It was awesome. We were on the side facing the left side of the stage. Stage left, let's go. All right. So, during this first VTuber act, there was this guy in front of us who was had this, his famous, Japanese concert glow sticks. He was going ham.
Yeah, he's the only guy I saw standing up.
He was going ham. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, this guy's going to bring the energy all night. He's going to go crazy. This is just the opening act and it's a VTuber. What's going to happen when some real, acts come out here and put on a good show? The answer to that is nothing. This dude sat back down and chilled the rest of the night.
He was very clearly just there for the VTuber.
That was wild.
I mean, dude, it's like if you're going to a crazy music concert and then Northern Lion is the opening act,
Well, I mean, fair, I guess.
If your favorite YouTuber, some VTubers do just singing, but she might be a gamer who's just doing a song.
Northern Lion, sings occasionally.
If that was but if he was opening up for some more famous bands like Metallica,
he's not a band.
You would be, some famous bands, that'd be pretty hype.
Well, I mean,
would you be if it was bands you didn't like, you would still go?
Yeah, that's true. I was unexpected, and I found it a little bit weird.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I remember during that show, too, somebody behind us, it was kind of crazy to hear people, yelling then, not in English. I'd never been to a non-English concert.
That's not true.
When have I... yeah, that's not true. Okay, I have never been to a concert where the majority of the people were not English.
There you go.
Because we had seen Otto a couple months prior. But during the VTuber, my point is somebody yelled "Go I!" and I'm like, oh my god, that's crazy.
Yeah. All right, next group, N Team.
Yeah, I mean,
I thought they put on a good show.
Yeah, it's not
a boy
my
band.
thing.
They were in sync the whole time. The music was pretty good. Yeah,
they were dancing, fun. They were singing. Yeah, it was a good time.
Show. Yeah, they put on a good show.
People were vibing.
Yeah.
The people next to us gave us some Coca-Cola.
Yeah, they were giving out free Coke.
Yeah, I didn't know at the time.
Coca-Cola X-Fest.
Fest.
I said Fest.
Yeah, I was just it was very confusing.
I have it right in front of me. I can read.
Yeah, I remember being she just handed me this Coke, and I'm like, oh, arigato gozaimasu, and she's she just hands me another Coke. I'm like, oh, arigato gozaimasu.
Keep them coming.
I'm like, but they had a ton of Cokes. I'm like, I guess, and then we found out later that they were free. I'm like, that makes sense. Yeah. I'm like, well, thank you though. I was kind of thirsty. I was parched.
Yeah, I mean,
I didn't feel like I didn't later. It's not like we stood in line to get a free Coke.
No.
So that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Us making friends.
All right. Well, we talked a little bit about Anna. You got anything more to say?
No. Yeah, she was really good. A couple, or at least two of her songs were in my top 100 Spotify.
Wow, really? Yeah, I forgot.
So I definitely went, especially on this trip. I remember the next day on the train and on the airplanes. I listened to a lot of Anna.
Gotcha. So. Yeah, I didn't bust out my headphones at all on the whole trip.
So it was cool. It was, definitely. I'm a bigger fan than I was when I saw her, which is always a shame. It's if I could go back now, I'd be vibing out. It's not I'd be singing along more, but yeah, I think she's incredibly talented. I didn't know she had that kind of punk rock feel to her. Which,
the visuals on the stage were cool.
Yeah,
and she would just scream open her eyes up real wide, Eamon style. It was wild, dude. It was crazy.
Yeah, I had been quoted as saying many times, if she had asked me out, I would have said yes.
Well, that's good. I don't know that many people are going to be listening an hour and 3 minutes in, so.
But now they know that I think Anna's cute.
I mean, maybe she'll listen.
Or it should have been me yelling kawaii.
Well, I mean, that was the VTuber, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I could have been doing it.
You could have. There's nothing that stopped you.
Ski desk.
All right, Camillo. We skipped. We went outside. Sorry, buddy. We were hungry. We walked around inside the venue. All the food lines were crazy. But then we remember this is a music festival.
Yeah, well, we made sure we could leave.
Yeah. So then we left, and we remember remember, seeing food like stalls in the outside before we went into the stadium.
Yeah, because they had like food and all going on. You could get like tickets and buy merch without having to like get into the concert for like people, I guess, who couldn't get tickets or didn't have money to pay for tickets but had money to buy merch.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, these food stalls.
Yeah, so we went to this chicken place. I have a picture of all three because we all three got different flavored chicken.
It was Korean chicken, I believe.
Yeah, probably.
Because I got the yum yum chicken.
Pyongyang.
Yum yum.
I thought it was like Pyongyang.
I don't know what it was called.
Well, that's something.
It was good. It was this like almost like maroon sauce, like similar like colored barbecue.
Yeah.
But mine had like cut up peanuts.
Yeah, peanuts. Yeah, peanuts and chicken was big.
It was so good.
Yeah.
I dare say that was the best chicken.
Yeah, this was the best chicken of the trip. Also, like some of the food stalls had long lines. This one really didn't. So people were missing out. Mike got like some honey mustard looking thing. And I got the cheese flavored one, like that cheese powder. I think I've described it already.
Yes.
If
definitely.
we've been, talking for 3 hours about the trip, there's no way I didn't describe the cheese powder. But yeah, it was so good. It was just 3 nice pieces of chicken with the little stick that you stick in them.
I think it was 4. Mike's got 4 pieces in that
Okay,
picture.
well,
We definitely just ate
both
one.
have 3.
Yeah, we were hungry guys.
That's so funny. No,
I don't know, dude. His has 4. I think you just ate one really quick and you're like, crap.
That does look like yours. Definitely looks like there was one there. You know what I'm saying?
There was a chicken there before.
That's so funny.
I also remember at this and then the next place we went, the people were really friendly, the stall workers.
Yeah,
especially at the second place.
The second one, yeah.
After eating
Which
the
was
first
chicken
really
again.
good chicken, we went to another chicken.
Yeah.
I think we had looked at a different chicken.
We did. We were in line actually, and it was just taking a long time.
The line was so long, and then
Yeah.
we were like, this other chicken place has no line,
and it looks good.
And this one was like, again, like fresh fried chicken. But did this one have a bone?
This one was like wings. Yeah,
Yeah, it was like 2 wings or something.
Yeah,
they were like pretty beef. No, they were pretty big wings. And they were good. I don't remember what sauce I got on them. I think mine might have been
cheese again.
Mine might have been cheese. Because I remember Mike was going to get one, and the guy's like, very, very spicy. And
yeah, he's like, no.
But I remember those guys were like pretty friendly. They were like happy to see
they
us.
were cool, yeah.
I
appreciate
that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think, and people have like had stories too. Some, people are like happy to see like, oh, like these foreigners have like made it here, or like they want to try our food.
Yeah, well,
like,
I mean, maybe they're
pretty
just
cool.
happy to have customers.
I don't know. Maybe they were this friendly towards everybody. I feel like
Yeah.
there was like a little bit of like, hey,
Yeah, maybe.
these guys,
Yeah, maybe.
the white
No,
boys
that's
like
cool.
our chicken.
That's cool.
I thought it was pretty cool. I remember at least one or two of them were wearing like baseball hats. So maybe they like baseball.
Fair. The only other thing before we go back into finish the concert, while we were outside, there was a sign, and it translated it like says like no sitting, but it's got a picture of a bear sitting down with an X through it, and then obviously it's in Japanese. So like if I just send this to my friends, they're not gonna know what it says. So I think it's a very funny picture once again. Like I had my eyes out the whole time for like photos. Oh, wow, you snuck a photo of XJ.
I snuck a bunch of photos of XG.
Dang.
They were allowed to take photos at a lot of the songs.
Oh, I don't remember. But anyway, like I was always on the hunt for like the next meme that I could send in our group chat.
Yes.
All right. So then I'm done
For the rest of the trip?
with pictures.
Oh, yeah. So next on the lineup was XG.
Yeah.
They are, I think they're also Japanese, but I think they count as K-pop. They do, because we saw like
They're based in
gachapons for them
Yeah.
in
Koreatown.
yes,
And they're all
they
Japanese,
sing
and they sing in English.
English.
Which I would argue is more K-pop. because a
Yeah,
lot
I
of
guess it
K-pop
was
is
just
in
like a boy
English.
band. It just like gave me.
Yeah.
I guess it's just that kind of vibe. I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was
Actually,
pretty
was
cool.
awesome.
We, we all picked our like favorite member and we're like rooting for them.
Yeah, for sure. As one does.
My favorite one is Chisa, for anybody for all our XG fans out there.
Mine was Jiraiya. She had twin tails, so that's hard to beat.
I don't know. They were pretty good.
But they were fun.
Yeah,
they
the
were
crowd
they
was
put on a great
going.
show.
Mike was going
Mike was
crazy.
hyped
He
'cause
was
Mike-
singing along.
Mike was like excited. He had listened to like a bunch of XG before we went. He was kind of the trendsetter in the group. So I respect to Mike for that. But XG was a really fun time. They really were. I haven't really listened to them a whole lot since. But their live show they put on was awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. But they were good. But obviously they were not, at least your and my main reason for going.
That's true.
Was to see Creepy Nuts.
Yes,
which,
sir.
For those of you who are not familiar, they do a bunch of really good anime openings. They do the Mashal opening, which was our song of the year last year.
Yeah.
They did the first Dan opening. And then they do all of the music for Call of the Night, which we have talked about on the show a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like, come on. It was great. It was exactly what I expected. They were awesome. They did not disappoint. They did all the anime songs minus like one of the Call of the Night ones. They did Mirage, which is like their new hit, which was really cool and one of my favorite songs of this year. So it was really cool to see. People were like, the crowd was with it.
I'm gonna go through this at the end. I found something cool.
Okay, sure. How about we talk about the concert?
Yeah, please keep going. The crowd was with it.
I'm just hoping you were gonna jump in, man. What's your favorite part about Creepy Nuts?
I think that the new opening is my favorite of their songs now. But honestly, the Dan opening, that just was it went so insanely hard.
Yeah, it was really cool to hear something like all these songs that just like any other concert, I guess. But I think I just put like these ones like more on a pedestal because it's like, oh wait, like I'm, it's not really like that likely that I'll see them.
Yeah.
Like when is Creepy Nuts going to come to America?
No, you're right. But they put
I
on
think
a really
eventually
fun
they're super
show.
popular, but like that's not the point.
It was cool to like have the DJ like spinning some tracks.
Yeah.
And like this is a little bit of a sidebar, but between this and then also the auto concert we'd previously gone to, I realized that like Japanese artists like will just talk for like 15 minutes straight toward the end of their sets.
I really like that,
which I thought was funny.
That thing
we didn't understand.
Yeah, that's what made it less cool. But like if I understood it, I think I would have been with it. If like I always like that. Like when we went to see Metallica and like they talk like at the end and stuff. Like I'm always super hyped about that. I think it's cool to like get like the personal side of a musical artist you like. Like I'm not like, oh, just play us a tasty lick. I'm like, talk about your day. I'm always happy to listen. So that was pretty cool. It was fun too, like with that show, like trying to like vibe along. And I remember like singing the few lines of ones I knew, or whenever they had like an English word.
Yeah. There were a couple like sing along parts too.
Yeah. There's like because they're like encouraging you, like to sing along. But like it was cool. It was cool. I felt like it was fun to be part of it. I could have been rapping along, singing along more had I, become fluent in Japanese magically. But not magically, but
through
a lot of work. Yeah. It wouldn't happen. I mean, I guess if when we like set the trip in stone, if I practiced every day for hours, I could have been not fluent, but like close to fluent.
Yeah.
At least have like broken Japanese. At least I could have learned the lyrics to some Creepy Nuts songs.
Yeah.
But that being said, it was fun without knowing every word that was spoken. They played all the bangers. I knew there was like maybe 2 or 3 songs I didn't know, but everything else I knew. So that was really cool.
Yeah, no, I agree. It was everything we had hoped for. And it was really incredible that we were able to even have the experience. Like I remember in the months leading up to the trip, we were looking for the concerts that would be going on, while we were there, any artist that we'd like to see, and there really wasn't anything. And then it was just a few days before we left that you found
I had found it before, but then we thought we couldn't get tickets. Like we found it like maybe 2 weeks before.
Okay, well that's still like relatively.
Or no, I found it like like weeks before, and I thought you could only like get it through some like Coca-Cola sweepstakes. There was like no options to buy tickets.
Yes, okay.
I guess at the time they had not gone on sale.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like very clear to me from looking at the website.
I remember you mentioned it then, and then we got the tickets like right before.
Yeah. I don't know how I found it. I think maybe like even just on Spotify, like when I clicked on Creepy Nuts, it said concerts. Because I like looked up before online like concerts in Tokyo. It didn't have that many. Like the one I was looking had like a couple Japanese artists, but it was like, oh, like let's go see Oasis at Tokyo Dome.
Yeah,
like, no, thank you.
Yeah.
Like I could see them anywhere else in the world. Like I want to see a Japanese artist. So it was cool that I just happened to find them. I think like going forward, if like when we go back, if we want to go to another concert, I would just like look on Spotify and look at their upcoming concerts.
Yeah.
Spotify's actually pretty on.
No, I've actually found like some concerts that I've
or just find every musician that I like, follow their social media.
That's fair too. Yeah.
But yeah, so it was awesome. That was definitely one of my favorite experiences.
Yeah, it was definitely.
It was a really good day too, just in general.
Definitely a highlight. I agree. Yeah, it was a full day once again.
Every day was like the best day ever, but this day was good.
Yeah, we like this first. I will look back upon our first
stint
in Tokyo as probably the best leg of the trip. Even though it was the first, we were still getting our sea legs under us. It was just so jam packed, and it was all so new. It really was incredible, and this was such a great way to cap it off.
At this time, I had not even thought about going home. I'm like, we're here.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Once we hit like the halfway point, I'm like, especially once we got back to Tokyo.
Yeah, when we were coming back, it just felt like it was, the end.
And I was very much like in the mindset of let's get souvenirs.
Yeah, there was just more urgency.
It was not as much like experiences. It was like prep.
There was more urgency. Until that last day, I feel like was just the perfect day, but we'll get there.
Yeah, it was all super fun. But yeah, this was leaves us off at the end of the first leg. It was. Yeah, it was. I don't want to say magical, but like it really was. It was great.
You can say it was magical.
It was like overwhelmingly awesome. So yeah, I don't know if you have anything to add about this stint.
No, I think that sums it all up. It was awesome.
But yeah, so thank you guys if you have listened to any of the parts.
Yeah, thanks, Mike.
Thus far, yeah, thanks for coming along on the trip too, buddy.
Big
shout out to Mike.
Goat. Thank you, Keegan. Keegan said that we were his #1 podcast last year.
Well, when we looked at our Spotify thing, and it said we had people from plenty of other countries. So
true. Shout out everybody. That was actually really cool.
For the few people who are out there that aren't like friends with us, that don't know us, thank you guys for the support. Seriously, it's fun. Hopefully, you continue to support our podcast, and maybe some of you guys want to support other endeavors. Hopefully, some streams coming up. Definitely with me at the off season at my job, I plan to stream a lot. Probably mostly solo because you'll be at work, but you never know. Maybe you guys, if you want to listen, we're gonna do hopefully some card opening streams.
Indeed, yeah.
So that would be pretty cool if you guys listened.
Yeah.
Or watched, I guess at that point.
Yeah,
you could see us. If,
Yeah, it's crazy.
You want to see more of our faces or more of our hands opening cards.
Yeah. I just wanted to close this out. I was mindlessly scrolling on Instagram after I decided.
While I'm trying to podcast here,
I was kind of done.
I don't ever. You're just like, eh. I did notice.
I just ran out of gas.
You do that a lot with things. And I think I noticed that on this trip when you're just like, I'm kind of just done.
I'm done, yeah.
No, you know what it was? It was when we were planning for the trip. When we were planning and me and Mike are talking, trying to get stuff set in stone, and you're just like on your phone. You're like, I feel like we accomplished it. Like, I'm just kind of done.
No, my attention
span, I'm like, well, we're not.
It doesn't last much longer than an hour. I think that's probably why a lot of the podcasts are an hour.
You're just like, dude, I wanted this podcast to be 10 minutes. I'm so hungry.
Yeah, I'm not hungry at all.
But yeah, talk about this
when I
cool
was at school,
thing
I found this list.
Well, you were not podcasting on the podcast.
I don't know why it's 26, but the top 26.
Because somebody's a really big fan of James Bond.
We can only do the top 10, but highest grossing media franchises. I don't know if it's all time or if it's just last year or what. Probably all time. But I thought it'd be cool to go through, and it's relevant because, there's some Japanese companies on here. So if we start at number 10, this was actually the first logo that caught my eye. 10th highest grossing is Shonen Jump, which I think is pretty cool. Right in front of that is Marvel, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Disney owns literally half of the top 10, which is insane. Disney Princesses are number 8. Number 7 is Anpanman.
I don't know that.
I don't know him. It's a Japanese company. The media franchise is worth $56.5 billion, so pretty crazy. Number 6 is Mario, which is high, but I don't know. Expected to be higher maybe in my head. But I guess would they split Nintendo up into, smaller pieces, that makes sense. Number 5 is Star Wars, so once again owned by Disney. 4 is Mickey Mouse and Friends, which is kind of broad. Once again, Disney. 3 is Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, I didn't really feel like he'd be bigger. I think I like Winnie the Pooh and Friends more than Mickey Mouse and Friends. I'm not a huge fan of Michael Mouse.
Well, I think Mickey Mouse... Well, I don't know, dude.
I was going to say... Pooh's my boy.
I was going to say Winnie the Pooh and Friends are more humanized and you can understand their emotions a little more based on kind of what they're based on. But then I think about Mickey Mouse and Friends, and I think of Donald Duck.
I was thinking about Goofy.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, there was some. Yeah, but have you ever heard of Piglet?
That's fair. Winnie the Pooh himself is pretty relatable.
So funny.
Donald Duck he's tough to beat in my opinion. He's a funny dude.
Yeah, I'd party with him.
I don't know that I'd want to party with Donald Duck. He's just great. Funny to be.
Yeah.
Number 2, Hello Kitty. Hello Kitty, and then number 1 with 3 times
many times
as the next closest in revenue is Pokemon, and it's not even close. How much money this has grossed. It's wild, but I think it's kind of cool. And it literally the top 10 is just. And if I look, even the top 26, there's only one media franchise that is not Japanese or American.
What is it?
And it is Middle Earth / Lord of the Rings at 25. And it's owned by somebody in Sweden and the Tolkien estate, which is British.
Yeah, I guess Japan and America really do dominate the media. Not as, not really music. America kind of dominates music, but...
yeah. I mean, Latin America
is
pretty
not,
big right
not
now.
Not really. That's America, not the USA.
That's fair.
But, there's a lot of other, K-pop's been getting popular, yeah. And Latin American music is very popular. So.
Transformers is number 13.
Yeah, dude. They love Bumblebee in Japan, don't you know?
Yeah.
But so...
That's cool. All right. I think next week, what's going to be next week?
Probably another Japan recap, and then after that... Hopefully we can...
the week after that is Christmas week. So it's probably not going to be a podcast. So it probably will be that New Year's week will be...
But week in between Christmas and New Year's, that's the perfect time to do it.
There is no... It's 1 week is Christmas week and then the next week's New Year's week. So New Year's week.
Yeah, okay. The week in between both of those holidays.
Well, there is no week. Yes, not the week Sunday to Saturday, the week the 7 days.
You can catch us for the 2nd annual Super Anime Awards hosted by the Super Anime Bros Awards.
Good job. I was worried you weren't going to get the name right. You did add an extra awards at the end, but it's still good.
Well, is that? That's like the award that we give out.
Yeah.
So welcome, or see you guys for the 2nd annual Super Anime Awards hosted by the Super Anime Bros.
Very excited for that.
Yeah, you guys should be excited too.
I got to make sure I get my my soundboard ready.
You got to get the soundboard ready. True. We'll have to make a list of all the shows.
Well, that's going to be the best. Yeah.
Figure out some categories. Maybe we'll add 1 or 2 new categories this year.
Yeah, I'll have to listen back to last year's.
But yeah, in the meantime, we'll see you guys next week for another Japan recap.
Sounds good. Peace.